And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It's no secret how some true life stories get the Hollywood treatment. We see it all the time. Michael Oher's story inspired the book and the 2000 award-winning film The Blind Side. Years later, the former football player says what happened in the movie is far from the truth.
It's mine?
Yes, sir. What?
Never had one before.
What, a room to yourself?
A bed.
Wow. Makes for good Hollywood. In the original story, Leanne and Sean Tuohy's family adopted Oher, but Michael says he just realized this year that the family never adopted him and signed him to a conservatorship instead, which is to have the legal authority to make a decision on someone's behalf. In a new filing with the court, he also claims the family never gave him any profits from the film. Leanne's husband, Sean Tuohy, responded and says Michael knew about the conservatorship and also claims Michael did get money from the film to the tune of $100,000, but he never cashed a check. The family said they cashed a check on his behalf and put it in a trust. I spoke to actor Quinton Aaron about the ordeal, and he actually played Oher in the movie.
It came as a shock to me as much as everyone else. I mean, you know, everyone on the outside looking in, I'm pretty sure we didn't expect something like that to come through, especially about a movie that's been so loved for so long, you know?
Absolutely, and even spurned an Oscar for Sandra Bullock as well. You got critical acclaim in the movie as well. I mean, to have that unravel. Obviously, the art is still the art. What you guys did was authentic. You took the words from the author and the script, and you did your job, and you did your job well. But to have that unravel now, what is that like to experience that?
It's honestly, it's heartbreaking. When you think about everything the movie meant to so many people, and then the love that this family had for one another, it gave a lot of people hope. It inspired people and encouraged them. I've had so many people over the years tell me about, you know, NFL players that came up to me and said, you know, because of your movie, I started playing football. Or I was adopted by a family that took me in after watching your movie, and now I'm in the NFL, or stuff like that. And it inspired so much good. And I think the legacy of the movie itself will live on for generations to come, because it's a timeless film that promotes love and, you know, encourages people to do better in life. It's sad that something like this has come about. And having known and gotten a chance to meet both the family and Michael, I have the utmost respect for them all, and it's heartbreaking because I want them to get past this and hopefully come to some kind of resolve where they can all be made whole and just, you know, move on and not, you know, blow up everything that they've built together over the years.
Obviously, you were doing your job as an actor in this movie. But Michael has always expressed concern about how he was portrayed, not by you, but by the word, by the book, by the script. Did that ever give you any concern or pause when he said they made me look like I wasn't that smart?
Yeah, you know, I think when I first saw the article that came out about that, I forget what year it was, but at first, I did take it as a shot to me but it was because it was being presented to me by people on social media who had saw it, and they were like, "Oh, look at this, Michael saying this about you and that," and so I got, you know, caught in my feelings for a minute. But then when I stepped back and I looked at
it was never about you.
It wasn't about me. It was about how he, as his story was being portrayed, how he felt it was making him look, and when I put myself in his shoes, I was able to connect with what he was saying, and I it was never my intention to portray him that way. At the time, I hadn't met Michael until 10 years ago. We met for the first time at an autograph signing in Chicago back in 2013. So that was our first time meeting. We filmed in 2009. So all I had to go on was the script and what the directors told me.
Right.
So I didn't know the man himself, to enough to go on. So basically, sometimes in Hollywood they take creative, licenses to create a story that they want to tell, cater it to the audience they want to push it to. And even if it's a true story, I'm pretty sure sometimes the details are a little blemished for film as opposed to books. You see it all the time. I can apologize for my part, as I didn't know, but at the same time, it's like, I think at the time I wanted to encourage him to get past that part of it and look at the good the film has done, and I think at the end of the day, he was able to move past that part, but then there's just this bombshell that dropped, and it's like, wow,
What in the hell is next?
Yeah,
And of course, there's been some backlash against Sandra Bullock as a result of this latest bombshell about the conservatorship. But like you, it's not her fault. You guys are actors who were doing a job.
Exactly. Sandra, she did an amazing job, and she was recognized for it. And now that this story has come out, I feel like you have people that are just want to throw fuel to the fire, and they're just, oh, let's take her Oscar from her. It's like, what? Why?
Right.
Why? It makes no sense. Explain to me. She had nothing to do with it. She's not a Tui. She's not part of Michael Oher's family. She's an actress that was hired to do a job that we seen. Why are you going to take something from her that has nothing to do with what's going on today?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's just sometimes people just want something to say. Or they want to drudge up some
That's
kind
what
of drama,
social media and the internet is all about.